I'm going to give you some tips on how to make your nails last longer, and this is just what works for me. I'm not a nail tech. I just like doing my nails at home. So first thing you can do is measure out your nail bed. Make sure that it's from wall to wall, meaning your natural nail is not coming out on the bottom on either side. The second thing is I love to use pre-etched nails. You can see that the nail in the back is pre-etched, which means it's filed already. If it's matte, you can see the two different tones. It's just faster because these you can use, but you have to file it on your own. So this saves time and then also lasts longer. The next thing I like to do is to start by pushing back the cuticles on all edges. Make sure you get all the cuticles back. Then filing. Of course, I kind of tend to focus around the edges because that's where the nails tend to lift the most. So I file all around the edges. Then I go ahead and cut the cuticles all around very carefully. Then you get alcohol and make sure you wipe the entire nail with alcohol. I even go up to around the edges because that's where you want to take all the oil off. So make sure it's all off. And then I use nail prep and then nail primer. I always use nail prep and primer. And then you use any nail gel glue all over the entire nail. Freeze it with 30 to 60 seconds. I think it's depending on the brand that you get. Then we're going to apply the nail glue right at the end. A good amount. If there's extra, you can always take it off. Now what we do is make sure the fingers are a little pointed down. You don't need to apply a lot of pressure. You just start slowly from the end all the way down, putting pressure. What you want to make sure, sometimes it comes on the side, it's okay. What you want to make sure is that there's no air bubbles on either side. So as long as there's no air bubbles, you can freeze. If there's air bubbles, it's easy to remove, apply glue again, and then slowly put pressure and freeze. This would be like a huge air bubble. You don't want that because the more glue there is, the less air bubbles, the longer they last. And that is what I do to make my nails last longer. One of my favorite brands is Beetles for gel nail glue or for the tips. If you have any questions, just let me know.